Greetings, salutations, and welcome inside to League Unlocked. Eric and Mark with you guys for the final day of group stage action from Worlds 2018. It's been a long and tumultuous 8 days, but very exciting. Probably the best group stage we've ever seen at Worlds. I'm gonna say it.
Oh yeah, hey, and especially from a Western perspective here, this absolutely has to be the best group stage that we've pretty much ever had so far, and that is saying quite a bit, given that we've only got C9 and G2 through here already.
And it could end on an even higher note if Fnatic is able to come out as maybe even the top seed. I think there's a pretty good chance they come out at least in that second seed, but they could definitely fight Invictus for that top spot coming into this day. And it all got started with the final NA versus EU rivalry at Worlds in the group stage. Who knows what the knockout stage will hold, but Fnatic versus 100 Thieves, and 100 Thieves have looked questionable at group stage. Not questionable, actually, exactly how you expected them to look in this group stage, but they're only one game back of Fnatic, so if they come away with the upset, they're tied at 2-2. Maybe miracle run? Question mark?
Yeah, that's it. Hey, this is what we need to have going on. This is just Fnatic is going to give up an easy game for 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves is going to pull off the amazing upset over IG. Yeah, it's all going to be fine. Oh wait, it's not going to be fine. They let Caps on Aurelia.
1v1 in the mid lane. Ryu, you get that kill. Pop in, easy kill. You didn't take the claw.
And oh wait, now you let Broxa get you.
One auto attack. You get a free kill. Free first blood. Ryu says no thanks.
I know what he's thinking there. He's thinking that I don't know if it's gonna land, it's gonna connect. Bruh, you take the claw and you land one auto.
You don't need to land an auto. Just hit it.
Caps had none of his things were off cooldowns. You had Caps dead to rights.
And
you
then
let him go.
he TPs afterwards and still doesn't get Broxa.
Not good.
That's an ultimate feels bad, man, for the likes of Ryu and 100 Thieves. And there was a little bit more of that because now Caps gets to pop off on that Irelia. Team fight in the bottom lane. Reckless is on the Sivir. No one's even looking in his direction. He can just whack boomerangs, cleans up a kill on Rikara. Aftermoon gets out, but someday is left to die.
If you're wondering, wait, where was Broxa and Hylissang? They weren't there. That was a 3v5 that Caps and Fnatic absolutely stomped 100 Thieves, taking them down.
Yeah, and the fact that they have that confidence and 100 Thieves can fall down in a 5v3, I mean, Fnatic was obviously ahead, but not ahead enough to completely destroy a 3v5. But that's exactly what they did. Didn't go right from the get-go for 100 Thieves. Fnatic go to 3-1, 100 Thieves down to 1-3, 2-0 EU versus NA in this group. And the day starts as you'd expect. It's basically the day is Invictus and Fnatic going through some landmines and trying to avoid any big upsets. So step one, Fnatic's good. Step two, or step one for Invictus is against G-Rex, and they're trying to avoid upsets there where they got action early on. Ning on the Camille. I like Camille and Galio early on. That's a lot of damage.
That is a gross combo for sure, and it helps IG pick up that first blood there from the mid lane. Good work early on by those two.
And there was a lot more action going towards the Syndra. That time she gets eaten by the Urgot. They grab another kill with the likes of Duke still in that top lane. They've really been splitting time between the Shy and Duke so far in the group stage, and both have looked pretty darn good.
Which has been absolutely surprising to us right now is when you talk about the performances that Duke was giving you mainly for probably the last month or so of the summer split, it was still more or less, you know, kind of this middle of the road, somewhat questionable performances from him. But now you're starting to see this looks a lot like the Duke that I saw in SK Telecom. What's going on?
Yeah, he was definitely popping off, and I mean, Urgot, you call it a tank, bruiser, fighter, whatever you want to call him. He's a broken champion, but nonetheless, Duke was looking good on it. Ning had some great early game on the Camille, and as pretty much expected, IG in dominant fashion close out this one. So step one complete for Fnatic, step one complete for IG. We're moving on to step two, where now it's Fnatic's turn, who gets to take on G-Rex, who, by the way, still looking for their first win, 0-4 now heading into this matchup, and the third seed from the LMS gets Xayah Rakan in the bottom lane, and we got an Ezreal for Reckless, and oh no, they're losing a 2v2. Reckless is going to go down for first blood.
Yeah, goes down there early, but it works out in favor for Fnatic. They get the roam down from Caps, and he's making a nice treat here.
Yeah, he'll just run all the way down. There's no flash on sticks, and he survives. Hylissang almost dies and walking into turret range, but it ends up being a 2-for-1 in favor of Fnatic. Broxa grabbing the kill in the mid lane against Candy. He will go down, but yeah, Caps gets Aurelia in back-to-back games, and turns out Aurelia's a pretty good champion. Hylissang tanks the turret, double kill for Caps, and then we go to the top lane. Bwipo's 1v1ing the former MVP from the LMS. He already had a solo kill on him earlier.
See, this is where I get upset, right? Because we talk about doing your homework and it's okay, and that helps you the first time that you would be coming up against Caps as Aurelia. But you didn't do your homework, you got punished by it, you felt bad. Why leave it again? You've seen this happen many times. Come on, you can't be letting Caps get this champion right now. It's simply too strong.
Third game he's played in the group stage out of 5 games, so a whole lot of Irelia action for him. 17-5 now for Fnatic. It looks like right now Fnatic and IG are just speed running through the group stage for their ultimate showdown. The schedule makers decided, why don't we put Fnatic and Invictus as the last game of the day, and we'll just see how quickly they can each run through the gauntlet to get to that point. And through 3 games, it's basically what we're seeing.
Yeah, different styles in Group A and Group B, but it led to some fast games and some wild upsets that happened in those groups. Group C and D, very, very standard, very predictable things happening right now.
Yeah, and it's pretty much a clear top 2 teams. I mean, Liquid obviously turned it on in the second half of that group stage, but it was too little, too late for them there. One more RIP to our boys from Team Liquid. But Fnatic and IG looking pretty good so far. And coming up after the break, we got more games from Group D. We got the rematch between IG and Fnatic, and G-Rex still searches to break that goose egg. Hello friends, we're back. League Unlocked, Erica Mark with you guys. Group D action, aka the final day of group stage action, and I've talked about it. This is far and away the most 2-horse race of any of the group stages, because Liquid at least put up a show.
Yeah, Liquid at least showed up at some point during the group stage there, but when you're looking right now in this group, it's absolutely all Fnatic and all IG. They're absolutely miles above the other 2 teams right now paired with them.
But we still got the potential for upsets before they face off on the last game of the day. You got 100 Thieves trying their best against IG now and hoping for a little bit of a miracle upset to try and take down some of these guys and put a bit of legacy or some known game for you at Worlds, because right now the story for 100 Thieves and G-Rex from this Worlds will be easily forgotten, I would say. So 100 Thieves going for the upset against Invictus, who, I mean, the length of game will actually be pretty big in determining when IG and Fnatic eventually meet up. But you got Xayah Rakan for the likes of 100 Thieves, Ryu on the Lissandra, and even though you got Xayah and Rakan, sometimes you're just not winning lane. And Ryu, that's a level 4 rise.
You hate to see the flash.
After a flash.
Yeah, oh man, that hurts so bad. And wait, no. 100 Thieves fans, just look away. Just look away, please.
This looks like a Tracking the Pros stream from the Korean solo queue. This is Rookie going 1v2.
Stop.
He's going under inner turrets. Someday says, stop, please. And then he says, I don't want to give the Urgot a kill. I'll just give your mid laner the kill instead. And I don't want to give the assist. So Rookie was doing an absolute machine amount of work in this one, and IG had a lot of kills early on, but give 100 Thieves credit. They did kind of fight back here. Rikara, you are helpless in that realm, or I don't know what you're supposed to do. And you remember against Fnatic, the 3v5 that Fnatic did against 100 Thieves. IG do one better in this. This is a 3v5. The Shy, by the way, in for this game. Rookie and Ning completely destroy 100 Thieves. 4 kills in a 3v5, Mark.
That was a pretty nasty cast that Ning hit there, just getting everybody with that one. Oh boy. IG's looking pretty darn good heading into their match against Fnatic.
I mean, when you're losing a 3v5, you can kind of tell what the game state is. IG would grab a Baron and close it out pretty quickly from there. 1 and 4 for 100 Thieves. IG move up to 4 and 1. And, or not 4 and 1, excuse me, 5 and 0 is what they move to, which is a whole lot better. But here we go. The matchup everyone's been waiting for today. G-Rex 100 Thieves. G-Rex 0-5, looking for their first win. 100 Thieves, their only win coming against the 3rd seed from the LMS. And we got Afro Moo on the Thresh, which usually leads to good things.
Yeah, Afro Moo getting that playmaking off early, helping set up Anda to make an impact in this game.
And Anda actually had a super proactive early game. You see the great ulti there. Everyone's Kalista totally bugged out in that wall for Stitch. Ends up being a double kill for him. He had a fantastic game here for 100 Thieves. The LMS are trying to avoid going 0-6 with 2 of their teams. And Flash Wolves didn't get out of their group, so trying to avoid a really sad run from the LMS, but it's 100 Thieves dominating.
Yeah, it looks really sad right now for the LMS because they're trying to do their best here, trying to make engages, and what happens when you do that? Just get blown straight up. Not a good thing.
Empty. That was a 40% health Nocturne ulting in 1v5. I'm shocked that didn't turn out well for him. He goes down. It's a double kill for the Aatrox. They're realm warping into the Nexus to grab another kill. 27 kills. Anda finished the game 12-2-11. On the Talia, far and away his best game from Worlds, and 100 Thieves' best game from Worlds. Comes against G-Rex. They go 0-6, which means the LMS as a whole combined 3-16 mark. Is that good?
That's not so great. And when you're talking about G-Rex, the reason why a lot of people felt good about them heading into this event, even though they were that play-ins team, you had to look at the play-in event, and they did look pretty darn dominating. They had a strong play style to them, and you expected them to carry that into the group and hopefully pull off some upsets here. Just looks like the Titans that they were going up against. Too strong, and hey, even 100 Thieves, too strong.
2-4 for 100 Thieves, and the dream is not complete. The 4th play-in team does not qualify for the knockout round, but the other 3 all did: EDG, C9, and G2. And with that, it's time to actually go to the game of the day. You had to slog through 5 games to get here, but we finally got Fnatic versus IG. Fnatic, they're both clinched into the quarterfinals, but Fnatic needs a win here to force a tiebreaker for that top spot, and we don't have to say how important it is to finish first and avoid the likes of RNG and KT in those quarterfinals. You don't want to play against them.
No, please, please, no. We do not need to see that.
What we do need to see is Reckless on his Tristana, Bwipo staying in for this one, and Fnatic gets Aatrox and Urgot in this one.
Oh boy, that is sounding pretty darn dangerous.
And it's Caps in the mid lane on that Aatrox. You knew there'd be a lot of jungle attention in this matchup when you got Rookie going against the likes of Caps. And it's not just junglers, it's supports running mid. It's anyone you can think of running in that mid lane. Caps trying to go for the fancy play for the kill. He's got the ignite, he goes down, but Rookie goes down as well. Caps gets the trade kill. There was a lot of action in that mid lane, and we say bring supports. Hill is saying pretty much any opportunity he'll come flash ignite Rookie just to help Caps out.
Heck yeah, that's exactly what you want to be seeing from your support here. And this is what we were talking about with the rest of this group, right? You're watching these matches and you're like, okay, you know what? This is clearly a mismatch here. Fnatic, IG, they're just stomping all over. You put these two together, oh boy, we're getting some good matches.
Yeah, and you're getting some serious team fights. So Rookie was at times way ahead of Caps, but Reckless was 2 levels ahead of Jackie Love. Fnatic starts the Baron. They force the Shy to TP in with the Fiora, who basically can do nothing in that fight with an exhaust on him. He was dominating in that split push game, so really smart play. Fnatic play around the Baron super well. No chance for Ning to get a steal here. They wait out the Realm Warp and then flash over or jump over to take him out, secure the Baron, and they closed it out pretty darn quickly after that. It was a sub 30-minute game, but it was close for the majority of it.
It certainly was a lot closer than the scoreline would say in this one, but you have to give full credit to the Fnatic roster. They did what they need to do in this important match. This was the one that mattered to them all day long. You needed to clean your plate, eat your vegetables before this one, but you got to the main course, and oh boy, was that steak juicy, and it was worth it to get this win.
Those veggies actually went down pretty easily.
Yeah.
There weren't very many, maybe 2 stems of broccoli.
Baby carrots, baby carrots.
That's the best one to go for. Raw or steamed carrots, though?
Oh, you gotta steam them.
You gotta steam them. Otherwise, your teeth will fall out. I know people who have bitten on those raw carrots and their teeth come right out in them.
Do they have scurvy or what's going on here with those guys?
I didn't ask if they had scurvy. Maybe they did. So Fnatic gets the win against IG. They force that all-elusive tiebreaker. And coming up after the break, we'll go through those highlights. As we know, EU are pretty darn good in tiebreakers, but IG are a pretty darn good team. Hey, welcome back to League Unlock. Eric and Mark with you for the final game of group stage action from 2018 Worlds, Fnatic versus IG. Fnatic hands Invictus their first loss of the group stage to force a tiebreaker, winner take all. Whoever wins this game is finishing first out of Group D. No RNG in the quarters, at least. No KT in the quarterfinals. Obviously, something you really want to do.
So it's just a throwaway game, right?
Throwaway game.
Matter.
Troll picks.
Give us whoever you want in the quarterfinals.
Let's play a whole bunch of Mordekaiser and Heimer. Oh, wait. That's actually picked at Worlds.
Oh,
so
God.
they're not even technically troll picks anymore. But obviously, tons of interesting matchups across the board in this one. And you saw the last time these guys played, Ning played the Lee Sin to take it away from Broxa. This time, Broxa gets it, and Rookie got the counter pick to Caps' Akali. But Broxa Lee Sin, baby. Level 2, Jackie Love. You gotta flash the Q, not after it hits you, my man.
That's not how it works, dude. Oh, man. I gotta say, though, it's happening again here. Broxa,
he's back, baby.
He's back for it one more time, returning to pick up some more food and yum, yum, yum. Getting it all the way down into Reckless's belly there. Feeling good for Fnatic early game.
This time he gets 2 kills, but in the mid lane, Ning says, well, let's get Rookie ahead in a matchup that's already favored his way. So clearly, different emphasis for Fnatic and IG, but Rookie was an absolute animal here in the mid lane. Completely outplays the gank, and then even Hylissang comes up. If he doesn't show up, Broxa probably dies, by the way.
Absolutely dies there.
So bot lane way ahead for Fnatic, mid lane way ahead for IG, but here Rookie gets a little bit too excited. Jumps into 4 Fnatic members, shut down for the EU squad. And this play by Broxa, I'm just gonna let it play out. Oh,
This is gross. This is gross. If your parents are not in the room with you to let you watch this, I don't know what's going on. This should not be allowed for under 18-year-old viewers.
It's one of those rare plays that makes you gasp out loud because you thought for sure he was dead, but he turns that around into a sick play to get a kill for Fnatic. And then this fight in the mid lane was absolutely nutty. Despite Caps being so far behind in CS early on, he got back into the game, was getting spoon-fed some kills, and this fight looks over, but oh no, it's SKT Duke.
Duke going ham on the Aurelia. Oh boy, cleaning it up.
Triple stun to close it out. That was going to be a Baron for Fnatic for sure if he doesn't save that team fight. They settle for an Infernal Drake later on, and this time Duke goes down early, shut down for Reckless on that Ezreal, and Caps is starting to get fed on Akali, which is something you don't want to see if you're IG.
No, you held down the Akali for as long as you could, but
it's like the Kassadin.
Doesn't really matter because eventually, if you get there, it comes online. And oh boy, Fnatic's roster, it's online right now, and it's looking to push on for that first seed in the group.
Yeah, they grab the Baron buff, and they are not afraid to be diving under deep into inhib turret territory. Everyone's getting low, and this is a little bit sketchy. Look at some of these health bars across the board for Fnatic. Reckless just barely hops out, but they still get enough kills to go into that Baron. Rookie can't really do anything. Another Baron for Fnatic. These team fights were so insane. The individual mechanical plays that you were seeing across the board was absolutely nutty, but Fnatic does it. 2-0 against IG on day 8.
And there it is, a Western team.
Number 1
seed out of the group. We did it. We're doing great. EUNA, let's get together. Let's piggyback on the success here.
We're all friends. We said heading into the group stage, the best Western chance at not only getting out of groups, but getting that top seed was Fnatic. They had to have a hell of a day on the last day. 4-0, including 2 straight against IG to do it. Well deserved. They looked incredible in those 2 games against IG.
Hey, someone got Caps that special orange juice that he's been drinking over in Korea, fueled him all right up, and Fnatic, They were monsters today, looking like they were just absolutely on a mission to get this first seed, and that's exactly what they did. They should feel pretty happy with themselves moving to quarterfinals.
And what was most impressive is both games you saw Caps get into a bit of a deficit early on. Reckless definitely stepped up in both games, and Broxa, especially that Lee Sin game, what an absolute beast. That's almost a must-ban now against him, that Lee Sin, heading into the knockout rounds.
Yeah, the only other Lee Sin that I can really think of at this event that's left that could be just as scary as Broxa's is maybe the fabled Svenskeren C9 Lee Sin. Could possibly see that at some point in the quarterfinals, but I gotta tell you, if you're looking for a Lee Sin at Worlds, we've got company now. Broxa has certainly shown us that this is one you do not want to miss.
And you love seeing Lee Sin at the highest level, so hope to see more of it in the knockout rounds, which, by the way, quarterfinals are set. The draw was right after that last game against Fnatic and IG. And me, oh my, Mark, if you're a Western fan, this is probably the best draw you could have possibly hoped for. On the left side, you got Afrika versus Cloud9.
Yes, please.
Which is probably the best matchup you could hope for as Cloud9. Fnatic versus EDG. I mean, you just beat Invictus twice in a row. They should be okay against EDG. And the caveat here is RNG and KT on the same side of the bracket, which means they're playing in semifinals. Yeah, G2, good luck, pals. Unless you go Heimerdinger 5 games in a row, which Sharon said. He can beat Uzi with that. And then KT versus Invictus, which is an absolutely nutty quarterfinals matchup. But there's a legit chance, and it might even be more likely than not, that's maybe a bit of a stretch to say, C9 Fnatic semis, which means we might be seeing a Western team in the World Finals.
It could be, this could be the dream.
Finals.
Could be crazy. I'm waiting on just, I think Fnatic can do it on their own. We possibly could see.
Yeah, don't need Cloud9 in the semis to maybe do that.
But Cloud9 is NA's last hope here going into the match against Afrika Freaks. I like this one for Cloud9 out of the teams that you could have been drawn into. I think this is the best one for you to take your aggressive style, your off-meta picks into, and change things up and rattle the Afrika Freaks.
Yeah, I mean, going up against RNG, well, you couldn't go against RNG. KT or Fnatic, I think Cloud9 are really in tough. I think they match up best against Afrika, so they're happy with that. Fnatic, if they play like they did against Invictus, which I don't see any reason why they shouldn't, they're the third best team left in this entire event. And if they're not playing against the other top two until the finals,
hey, the dream is real now. Start getting yourselves hyped up, EU and NA fans. Get ready to watch your teams in some important matches at Worlds that are out of the group stage. Let's say that.
And if you really somehow didn't think how important these tiebreakers are to finish first or second, just look. Fnatic, they get EDG. IG, you get KT.
Huge
Which do you want to play?
Yikes.
Probably the biggest mismatch you could have just to demonstrate how important that tiebreaker was. Invictus, probably not happy.
No, I wouldn't be happy if you're going to have to face KT Rolster. Now, if I'm KT Rolster, I'm not all that happy either.
That's a tough 2-seed.
Thinking that you performed all the well you can and getting that as your 2-seed when you're feeling all the pressure that you already are as one of the big hopes here for Korea at home. Oh boy, that's going to be a spicy quarterfinals match.
And Rookie is going to get to go against his former team. We saw even in those games that they lost against Fnatic why he's regarded as the best mid laner at this tournament and in the world right now. We'll see what he can do up against the likes of UCal. But that's all the time today for League Unlocked. Eric and Mark here with you guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.